Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I saw this and it automatically caught my eye when I saw it was releasing, and of course released by my birthday, so this was my birthday treat to myself. It is beautiful. It is very smoky and cool toned. The shimmers are great. I love Natasha Denona's formula, as I will probably say a million times in this video. And if you want to see me and kind of my little first impressions on this palette and how I got this look, then keep on watching. Before we hop into everything, like always, I'm going to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Join my little family here on YouTube, and remember to hit the little bell too so that you don't miss out on any of my videos, and let's hop to it. Okay, so this is the Glam palette, and it's cool toned. It's got that kind of gray, beige, grayish vibe, if you will. And as you all know, I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. This is my third, full-size palette. I have the I have the 5-pan cranberry, I have the Metropolis, and the Biba, so this is another addition to my collection. You guys have seen Biba on my channel a ton, so I'm going to hold them up together so you can compare. So Biba is a bigger one. It has the same amount of pans, but the pans are bigger. Biba retails for about $130, I believe, and Glam retails for $65, I believe. As you can see, Biba is more of like a true neutral. There's some cools, there's some neutral, and there's some slightly warmer tones in there, whereas Glam is just straight up cool tones all around for the most part. People have also been comparing the Glam palette to the Anastasia Sultry palette. I did not get that one when it was out, so I can't personally compare. Just by looking at it, they look similar. However, as much as I like both of the formulas, I am a huge fan of the Natasha Denona formula, so I am very excited to play with this one, and here's to hoping that it is the same great formula that I know and love from Metropolis and Biba, and that it's consistent. I'm going to start by taking this shade right here, and I'm going to kind of use that as a transition shade. So far so good. It is blending like a dream, as do most Natasha Denona eyeshadows, at least the ones I own. I have never had a bad experience with her eyeshadows. They are pricey, but I find that it is for good reason. The quality is definitely there. That's very nice. I like how that blended out. Something that people don't really like about this palette is that it doesn't have nice names. It really is like a guided palette that that tells you what you would use each shade for, and then I believe online there's been released a way to rearrange it. Since these shadows can pop out and be moved around, there is a way to rearrange it for different skin tones between fair, medium, and darker skin tones. I like this a lot so far. I personally don't mind, because I know guided palettes are nice for some people. I've seen the argument that oh, well, why would a beginner that needs a guided palette be using a Natasha Denona palette? But hey, I'm not the gatekeeper of makeup. If you're a beginner and you need a guided palette and you want the quality in a Natasha Denona palette, I'm not going to stop you. I love them. I would, if you have the money for it, I encourage it. But, Natasha Denona is definitely one of those brands I like to splurge on. I got this as a treat for myself for my birthday. It's not something I would just buy willy-nilly whenever there's a new launch. I've definitely skipped out on some of her palettes, but my birthday just passed, as you guys know, and this really piqued my interest because I've been really into cool tones, so I spent my hard-earned coin on it. I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to start using that to kind of smoke out the edges. So far, so good. Formula seems consistent so far with other Natasha Denona shadows I have used in the past. Like I keep saying, love her formula. I have no complaints so far. when I saw this online, I was most excited for this shade right here, but now that I have it in person, the one right here is a little bit more what I was thinking the one down there would look like. They're very similar, but this one looks like it has more of a sheen, a shimmer to it. So I'm going to pop this one on the lid. I'm just using my finger because I'm not going for like a cut crease or anything. I'm going to focus this more on the center eyelid area. This formula is really nice. It feels really creamy when I dip my finger into it, and it is going onto the eye smoothly, as you can all see. So I focused that more on the center of the eyelid. I'm going to buff the edges up top here with that first blending brush. And then I'm going to go back in with that smoke shade a tiny bit more. Now I'm going to take this one right here and I'm going to pop that more on the inner lid and corner. I'm using a brush for more precise application with this one. Ooh, I like that a lot. Now I'm kind of adding more of that color I put in the center of the lid again. I'm going back in with that first blending brush, blending those edges out. And then I'm going to take this little pencil brush, and where it says lash line, this deep like black brown shade, I'm going to use that on the lash line as recommended. I'm going to do my face really quick off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I did my face and I'm just going to finish up the lower lash line now. I'm taking the black brown shade called Lash Line and I'm going to smudge that on the closest part of my lower lash line. I'm taking the shade Smoke and I'm going to fluff that out. Okay, now I'm going to put on some mascara and lashes and I will be right back. So this is the final look. Very smoky, diffused, cool tone, shimmery. I love it. So my final thoughts on this palette, it is definitely consistent, at least the shades that I used today, with the other Natasha Denona palettes that I have. Her formula is definitely one of my favorites. I find it worth the money. Again, it is pricey, so not something I just go buy every release willy-nilly. I have passed up on quite a few of her recent releases. I only really buy the ones that catch my eye, but for her formula, if it's a palette that you really love and you are a makeup lover, I definitely find that they are worth the splurge. This was definitely a good birthday treat to myself, and I'm really happy that I purchased it. If you love cool tones, shimmer shades, smoky eyes, I would definitely recommend picking up this palette if it is within your budget. I don't have anything bad to say about it so far. I have seen that people are complaining there's not enough mattes and too many shimmers, but personally I find that it has all of the mattes that I would need to do a quick glam look. I do love all the shimmers in it. I think they're all really nice from what I can see, and the formula using the ones I did use today is totally on par with Natasha Denona's awesome formula, and I think this is a great partner palette for the Biba palette that I already have and love. So if you have Biba and you're thinking, oh, they're too similar, they're definitely not. Biba has more neutral and warmer tones, whereas the Glam palette has more cooler tones. They work great together. I can't wait to do looks with them hand in hand, and I'm really happy I got this. You will definitely be seeing more of it on my channel. Like always, thank you again for watching my video. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!